Greetings everybody, how are y'all doing today? It is a terrific Tuesday here in San Diego. It is finally starting to cool down. The Santa Ana winds are starting to settle down. It's a little cool now, and I could finally wear my long sleeves. I've hated the fact that we've been living in 80-degree weather. It's not natural. We're not supposed to be having 80-degree weather in the middle of January. Anyway, you know, it's Tuesday, and that means it's another Tag Tuesday, as you can see from the description and from the title of this movie. We're going to be talking about the 90s. In case you didn't know, I was born in 1990, so I grew up as a 90s baby. And there's a lot of debate on if you're born in 1990, that doesn't mean that you grew up a 90s kid. You grew up in the late 90s and the early 2000s, because that's when you actually grew up and as a teenager. But whatever, I grew up a 90s baby, whatever. Anyway, let's get started with the first question. Favorite Disney movie? You know, as a kid, I cycled through a lot of Disney movies. It was from The Rescuers Down Under, The Fox and the Hound, The Lion King, there's so many, The Jungle Book. There's a lot of movies that I just cycled around. I can't pick out a favorite. Nsync or Backstreet Boys? Nsync, duh. Favorite Nick Jr. show? Blues Clues, Blues Clues, Blues Clues. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail. Favorite candy? I had two favorite candies when I was a kid, and they both discontinued in '99. And it was the crunchy cookie cup, the one that had the yellow wrapper. There was it felt like there was an Oreo cookie inside. That was one of my favorite candies. And the second one was the crispy M&Ms, the one that came in the blue wrapper. That also discontinued in 1999. So that basically means that the Millennium Babies missed out on one of the best candies ever. Your favorite playground game? Elementary school, what I loved playing was Foursquare and Wall Ball. Those were my two favorite games playing in the playground. Favorite fast food restaurant toy? I don't recall getting a lot of McDonald's toys because I wanted to get the Burger King Pokemon toys, because the Pokemon came in the ball, and then you were able to throw it, and the Pokemon would just splash out, and you're like, hey, Pikachu, I choose you! Your favorite book? I think I talked about this in an older video, but my favorite book as a kid was Fish Out of Water. I would be able to, I memorized the entire book, and my family would read it to me, and sometimes they would skip a page or two, and I would be able to know what lines were supposed to be said and what page they skipped on. So this was my favorite book of all time, Fish Out of Water. Favorite clothing store? As a kid, I remember we went to Gymboree a lot. We went to Oshkosh Bagosh, Old Navy. What else did we go to? The Children's Place, and Mervin's back in the day. What would you watch when you get home from school? There would be a couple of shows that I would want to watch. It was, first, of course, it was Pokemon, Recess, Arthur, Hey Arnold. Those are the main shows that I watched as a kid after I got home from school. Your favorite TV show? All-time favorite TV show? Oh man, that's hard. Cause there's so many shows. Cause Nickelodeon was at its peak back then, with Figure It Out, all that, with Hey Arnold, Doug, all those Nicktoons. Dude, there's just so many shows that I just love that I can watch back to back to back on Nickelodeon. Favorite toys? My favorite toys as a kid were Power Rangers, and a pure example that my mom always loved to tell is back when I turned 3 or 4, my mom ended up spending over $5,000 on Power Rangers toys, because I absolutely loved it, and they kind of spoiled me as a kid because I was their first child. So here's some old toys. Here's this Tor, the kind of turtle Megazord. And here's some old boxes from the old Power Rangers from Bandai. As you can see, I didn't open the yellow and pink Rangers because I played more with the red, the blue, the black, and the green Ranger. So this one's actually in pretty good shape for the box. I might be able to sell it for a decent price. It's like the box has little to no, well, has plenty of dents, but it's still in good shape comparison to the Yellow Ranger. Kimberly, right? Right? Yeah, I used to have the power gun sword, and this used to be like one of my favorite toys as a kid, but I believe that it got tossed because I broke it. I played with it too much. Hold on. Sorry about that. Cat jumped from my roof. It made that loud noise. Anyway, I do have some other toys. Here's another Power Ranger toy. This was the Ninjor. And I also had the White Tiger, the White Ranger Zord. So that's pretty much what is remaining from my toy collection as a kid for Power Rangers. Favorite commercials? You know, honestly, as a kid, I never really paid attention to the commercials. At least I don't remember them. Because if a commercial stood out, I would have remembered it, of course. So, sorry. Weirdest fashion trend. As a kid, we don't really pay attention to our fashion trends. It's not like nowadays when parents are like really picky on what their kids wear. Yeah, I picked really tacky clothes as a kid. So, yeah, I don't really even recall, you know, what you call tacky now is what was normal for 90s kids back then. Favorite collectible? Do any of these bring back memories? For those of you who aren't familiar with these were part of the game of Pogs. And basically, what you would do is that you would pile up the little circular cardboard disc, and you would have something like this called a slammer, and you would just pretty much slam it down on the Pogs, and whatever falls apart in the stack is what yours are. And yeah, this was a really fun game when I was a kid, and people would collect Pogs and get like the big slammers. I used to have a slammer that was like this big, but they're all long gone now. This is like what I found recently in my old toy box. As a kid, I collected a lot of Pogs, but from my mom, she collected playing cards. You can see that she has a lot of these. So this is all Magic Johnson, and then this page is Michael Jordan from here. All of these playing cards, and then it goes down to like All-Stars, Mullen, Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, David Robinson, Scotty, Patrick Ewing, John Stockton. Look at that. That's pretty cool, huh? Big plank trading card. Charles Barkley. Got Chuck, Larry, David Robinson, Isaiah Thomas, Patrick, and John Stockton. Favorite game system and game. My favorite game system was N64. You know, Smash Brothers, the original Smash Brothers. I like to play Ocarina of Time. Mario Party was one of our favorite family games. Man, things good times. Good times. NBA Jam, I remember that. Oh, dude. NFL Blitz. I remember Blitz was one of my favorite games too. Good times, good times. I can't pick out a favorite game because we used to play like a lot of WrestleMania 2000, No Mercy, but those are in the 2000s, of course. But favorite game system was N64. GoldenEye was our favorite game as well. Dude, there's so many games. I can't even pick. All right, and that'll be it for today's 90s tag. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If it brings back memories, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in following my life, this is day 21 already of the year 2014. We have a long ways to go for the year, and we have a lot of fun stuff going on for the next couple months. So feel free to subscribe, hit that subscribe button below. Hope you all enjoyed this video. See you all later. Thank you all so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Peace.